Now a carry for the forward, first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
To Joe Reed.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert on first down now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. the gun. It's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Justin Jackson, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
31.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They go play action here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Now Gordon at first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Melvin Gordon.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He completes this to Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? this could cost him.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Down at the 11.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the ground, this is Jackson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Herbert. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Jamal Adams.
Wentz now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Jerry Judy. Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. To throw is Wentz. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 21, Broncos 12.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
3rd and 2.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. first and goal. Melvin Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the play.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And a yard.
They run again with Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first down, it's Jackson. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And right side, Henry's got it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Gain of 2 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Wentz now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
There we go. Pac-Man. Ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 24 is the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
82.
Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Single. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
24 is the mic. I'm here all day.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run again with Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jackson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. This one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Denver, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.